I'm Carolyn, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about microneedling. So we talk about all kinds of things on this channel. We just have like this community of older gals that come together and we have like a lot of the same issues, so we just kind of have fun and sometimes get serious and just do a little bit of this and that. But out of all the things I do, this is the one thing I'm actually trained to do. So I was an esthetician in my prior life, not any longer, but I have always had a great love for skincare. I've just always kept up with it. So, microneedling. This is not the Morpheus 8 that everyone talks about. The radio frequency microneedling, I've done that. I've done that 4 times and I think it's great. I have a video on it. I will link that. You can go watch me getting my Morpheus 8 done. This is just something I do. I try to do it once a month. Do I do it once a month? No, I don't think so, but that's always my goal. So it's nice to have a goal. So all it really does is it just gives your skin a little chance to have a cell turnover, which is, as we're older, you know, we're over 50, we're over 60, we're over 70, whatever our age is, the skin cell turnover just slows down. So we'd like to give it a little boost. And microneedling is a great way to do that. So like I said, there's Morpheus 8 that you go to the med spa and get that done. There also are the rollers, the microneedling rollers. Not a good thing. Do not use those. That's just gonna rip and damage your skin. What I use is the doctor pin. I wanna say they might be like $150, so they're not super expensive. And then you do have to buy the cartridges separately. So the cartridges come in different numbers on there. So this one is 16 needles. And I also have the 36 needle one. They also have 12 needles, which is also a good one. But for my face today, I'm going to use the 16 needles. The 36, I use it on other body parts. And I do microneedling on other body parts. Last month, I did it on my knees, and it just gave my knees a really good peel, and just the skin came off, and the skin underneath looked really pretty. So it's little things that just keep us looking fresh. We're not turning the clock back to look like we did when we were in our 20s. Why would we want to look like we did when we were 20? This here tells a story. It shows wisdom, so I just want to keep it looking fresh. I want to look my age. I'm 59. I'm gonna keep saying 59 for the next month and a half because that's all I got left to say I'm 59. And I want to save the other, what I'm turning in September. I want to save that because I'm very excited to turn that number. I'm happy to say goodbye to my 50s. There was a lot that went on in my 50s. That's probably a whole other video, but today we're gonna get into microneedling. So let's get started with that. So first off, let me say I have everything all laid out. I took time to clean this whole area. I sanitized it with alcohol. I really did clean it. The reason is I'm putting little holes in my skin. The holes close up really quickly, just to let you know, but I don't want to take any chances. I just want everything to be very sterile. And then I just get everything that I'm gonna use out. I only need one of these. I don't know why I took them all out, but I only need one. This is my little device. So it has a button here that you press to turn it on. And then this thing here, you turn, and that is what is going to tell you how deep the needles are gonna go in. And this down here, this button turns it on, and then every time you hit it, it goes up. And then you just hold it a long time and it turns off. So every time it goes up, it just means the needle's going in and out a little quicker. It's not better when the needle's going in and out quicker. It's kind of, you can maybe move a little faster across your face. Going slower, you might be a little more intentional. I go slower on my knees because I want to be very intentional. The skin on my knees, I know a lot of people, that's a bony part of their body. Not me. That's a flabby part of my body. So I can go pretty deep around my knees. So the depth that you're gonna go is going to really depend on which part of your face. You don't pick one depth and just stick with it. So the fatty part, you can go a little deeper. Up here, I do not go deep at all around here. And then on my nose, absolutely not. And around here, I can go a little deeper. I have a pretty high pain tolerance. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't bother me. You could put numbing on. I just don't. I don't see the point. I just think it's fine. I'm just kind of happier knowing what kind of pain level I'm at. So it helps me sort of to adjust how deep or how shallow I should go. So you're going to need something to give you a little slip on your face so that you can easily glide this over your face. I use hyaluronic acid, just the ordinary. It's inexpensive. I use a lot of it. I don't want to scrimp. So what microneedling is doing is it is damaging your skin. And then what happens is the collagen rushes to the surface to heal it. And that's why you get more collagen coming to the surface, and it just helps you to have a little more plumpness in your skin. So how you do it is you start with one section. You go section from section to section to section. So you sort of section off your face and decide how you want to do that. So in the first section that you're doing, you go across, you go up and down, and you go diagonals. So you want to get it every which way. Just that in itself, with the hyaluronic acid, you're doing a great thing for your skin. I take it one step farther. There's a very short period before those little punctures close up. And what I do is as soon as I finish the one section, I might take a tretinoin and put that over it, and it gets deep into my skin, and then I get a really good peel. So that's just something I do. It's an extra step up. And if I want just to get a really nice peel, I have a lot of sun damage. I did a lot of damage in my youth in those stupid years where I was like out with the baby oil. Ridiculous. So that's just a little something that I do. Just doing the microneedling all on its own is really good for your skin. So let's get started and I'll show you how you do it. So I already told you I've disinfected everything. I have gloves here. Do I need them? Probably not. I've washed my hands. Why would these gloves be more sanitized than my recently washed hands? I don't know. It's just old habits, I guess. My face is freshly washed. I don't have anything on it. I don't have my creams. I don't have my lotions. I just really gave my face a good washing. I'm going to use the 16 needle one. Each one comes sterilized in its own little package. So it looks like this, and it has this little protective thing in there. So you take out the protective thing, just 16 little tiny needles in there. So you take this and you place it in and you give it a little turn and it clicks into place. Then you turn it on. Can you hear that? Makes a little noise. And if you look, you probably can't see, but those little needles are going in and out and in and out and in and out. Okay, the numbers are there, but they're so minute, it's ridiculous. Dr. Penn, work on that, please. It goes up to 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1.0, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5. So 2.5 is where the needles are coming out and going to go into your skin the deepest. So to start off, I'm just gonna go right down to 0.5. And you start and you see, how does that feel? How does that seem to be working? And you go from there. So that's number 4. I'm gonna try it at number 4. I'm gonna see how that does. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is decide where you're gonna start. I'm gonna start on this top half of my cheek, and I'm just gonna take, and don't be shy with using this. I go for it and I put as much as possible, and then I just go across. And that feels about right. I'm gonna go up and down. And then I'm just gonna go diagonally. And then this is kind of a back and forth kind of a thing. So, like I said, you have very little time before those little pinpoints close up. And this is not something that is necessary. Like I said, you're getting just great benefits by just going over it, causing that little damage so that the collagen is like, I'm coming, I'm gonna repair you. And then you have collagen rushing up. And now I'm gonna do this side, and just a really light, like you do not want to push on that at all. You just let it do its thing. You're just manipulating it to go in the right direction, but you're not pushing. The needles are doing that. And then I'm gonna go diagonally. And you can see my face is just getting a little pink. I'm not trying to make it bleed. I don't want it to bleed. I don't care if it bleeds, but that is not like going super deep and really making it super damaged. That's not my goal. Okay, so I did this little half, I did this little half. Now I'm gonna do this bottom half. See, now this doesn't hurt me at all. I mean, I know I do have a high pain tolerance level, so I don't know how this is gonna feel on you, but hurting yourself really shouldn't be the goal. It's not like how much can I take? If you can't take a lot, then maybe that's just your body saying you don't need a lot. I don't know. I'm a big believer in listening to your body and doing what your body tells you. And I really do feel like the important thing is making sure that you have a lot of slip on there. You don't want it dragging at all. Dragging is a bad thing. You just want that needle to go straight in and straight out. Okay, so I did up here, down here. Now I'm gonna do my upper lip. A lot of people find their upper lip to be a super sensitive area, so go easy on yourself. So I go over the very tip of my lip, and it definitely hurts more than this fatty part of my face here. And you'll also find that anything bony, like up here, definitely hurts a little more, so I will probably go down to 2.5. And then the next section I'm gonna do is right down here. You can also go down your neck and even your chest. And this is actually kind of more sensitive too, this area right here. I'm gonna start just with one section right here, then I'm gonna do here, and then I'll go over there and down here. So that's my plan. It's good to have a plan so that you know what you're gonna do. Okay, now I need to turn this down because this is going to be a little more sensitive. How far the needles come out, I put it down to 2.5, but it definitely hurts more than the rest of my face. This is an area on most of us women where it hollows out here. We lose volume there a lot, which is why it's a spot that people will often put filler. I love filler. It really is like an instant gratification, but it's a slippery slope. I did the Sculptra. I really thought I loved it, but I didn't go back for more just because I started to think like I'm too old to be putting too much filler in my face. So even though Sculptra is your body building its own collagen, and I will actually put a link because I did a video on when I went in to get Sculptra, and it's really cool. It's fantastic the way it's building your own collagen, which I love that. I just much prefer that than putting filler in. So it's not the same as putting filler in, but at the same time, I just feel like I need to be a little bit careful. So right now I'm just rolling back the wheels a little bit, put it on the brakes, and just assessing my skin before I do more things like that. Now I'm gonna do the other half of my forehead, and it's okay to do that. It's okay to say, you know what, that was good, I loved it, but maybe now I need to think about whether it's still good for me. And right in here is where I have, you know, the line. So I have some Botox in there now. And it's okay to do, like I do it over Botox. I don't feel like it makes my Botox not last as long. There's nothing like you do it one day, you turn around and you go, wow, that's a big difference. Look at the before and after. Like it's not like that. It's just little steps, just keeping up. And if that's something that interests you, it's something I love doing. I love the whole, can I fight the signs of aging? Can I reverse them? I just like the challenge. I kind of find it fun. Do I mind looking old? No, of course not. I'm proud to be old. I love being old. Old rocks. Okay, so you can see my face looks a little pink. And then what's gonna happen, because I did put the tretinoin on, it's going to peel. I'm gonna get a really nice peel, which is great. I mean, I do chemical peels, but it's just so painful. I hate chemical peels. I'm telling you, they're great. It really gets all that skin damage off. The sun damage, sorry, it gets that off really well, but this does too. So I prefer doing this, and then you can do this every month. I am gonna do down my neck, and I think I'm even gonna do my chest. If you have any sort of tanner on, I would take that off. I would go scrub it and get it off before doing anything. I never put any tanner on my face or neck, so that's not a problem for me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do down here, and then I will check back with you. So on my neck, also a little sensitive there. So I did the 0.5. It's also kind of lumpy. It's a trickier area to do. So you want to get under here, the face, your jawline under here. So you want to get right along there, and then just going down across. It just feels a little weird. I don't know why, because you have like these veiny things and stuff. It just has a different feel. Another thing I should say, and I forgot to do this, but I'm gonna do it now, is get behind your ear a little bit. I even sometimes go over like this part right here, just in a little circular motion right there. And then I'm gonna go just a little bit behind. And then this middle part here is definitely a part you just wanna be careful, go in pretty light-handedly. And a lot of people will not be able to do their neck at all. The neck is sometimes a very sensitive area. So just really be careful. If it just doesn't feel right, don't do it. And then if you do decide to do your chest, super bony, I'm gonna take her down a notch. So the other area on my face that I forgot to do is my nose. And I do have a lot of wrinkles along there that I don't like, but I also don't like doing there. I'm gonna put this as low as I can get it. I'm just gonna do the bridge of my nose and just a little bit on the sides. The sides can take it more because it's a little chunkier there. My little nose is not feeling too sensitive today. It feels okay. And on the sides, it's a little hard to do the up and down and across and diagonal, so I just go in with a little bit of a circular motion. I don't know if you can see, but I did get a little bit of bleeding there. Other than that, I think everything turned out good. It's just a nice little pink. I got everything covered. It does not take very long, and now I'm done. So what do I do from here on in? I will definitely put sunblock on, put a good sunblock, and I'm gonna keep a hat, and I'm gonna stay out of the sun, but that's just normal stuff that I always do. So I'm just gonna be careful, like I'm always careful, and that's all you really have to do. There's nothing else. There's no special creams or anything. You just go about your life normally. But even if you didn't put the tretinoin on like I did, like that's a step up that I don't suggest you do that if you're just starting out. But just doing the microneedling, you'll probably get a peel. Just a nice, it might be a flaking or it might be a little bit of a peel. So that's it for today. I'm all set to put on my sunblock. I have not done that yet, and get on with my day. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you have not yet subscribed, please do. We do everything on this channel, from fashion to nutrition to fitness to everything, just everything. And if there's something that we're not doing that you think would be a good idea, leave it in the comments. So that's it. So subscribe, give me a like, and angels sing in my heart. And until we talk again, bye.